Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. I know the last one does not have an outro. My computer was not working, so I just gave up on trying to record one. But you know what? It's fine. Do, 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 do. One keeps going though. Feels like one of the hairs on this paintbrush is too long for its own good. I need the scissors. This is bothering me. If the paintbrush is too long, cut it a little bit shorter. Make art supplies work for you. Don't make yourself work around the art supply. You're supposed to give yourself control over it, not let that control what the flow is. There are art supplies to help people be more loose with art and less stubborn. Like pencils that have colors that are just random in them. It's to help people not be so strict about what things have to be colored like. But when you're a creative as is, you don't need to just have a smooth flow. But it does help you teach less control issues. But when you're doing an art piece that has specific rules, like a paint by number, control is important because it helps you get the lines right, the proportions right. I'd say it's a great tool to practice art in general. Imagine you want to draw a mountainscape one day. Now you understand the concept of placing color on the page to make it into a shape. You could even make this mountainscape multiple different colors. Imagine shifting all the colors a number over and seeing how much different it looks. Imagine changing all of the colors altogether and how different it might look. Imagine I replaced all the browns and greens with reds and oranges, and replaced all of the blues with purples and pinks. It wouldn't make sense, but it would be still conceptually there. I actually really want to watch that Until Dawn movie. Oh my god, she's watching Hackett's Quarry, like the video game, and she just guessed what the enemy was. Like, she straight up guessed that it was werewolves. I love all of, like, the games made after Until Dawn and stuff. The game creators did amazing on all of them. They're very much storyline based. Men eating things that are already expired by a long time is a thing that I've witnessed. I've not seen any of the women in my life do it yet. I don't doubt that there are women who will. I'm that woman. I don't read expiration dates half the time, which is probably why I get sick so often. But you know what? That's usually why I write the expiration date on the type of the container in big bold letters for my own safety. Because I know half the time my family members like to cut those off of bags, and so I'm just like, well, that's immediately getting thrown out. If there is no expiration date, it gets thrown out because fuck that shit, I'm out. I ain't risking. Imagine a person not knowing what a wheelbarrow is. That's a baffling thought. Mm-hmm. I can hardly tell any of these colors apart unless I'm like directly in the light. But on camera, the colors really do look different. So maybe I'm just in a dark room. Maybe my room's not bright enough for paint. They definitely don't have bear issues. They still do have a wild animal. I mean, if someone opened a hatch and asked me to climb down, I'd definitely not climb down. That'd be the last thing I would do. Then I'm on 29. I did one of the numbers by off camera, okay? Don't judge me. I got bored while waiting for my computer to load so that I could edit a video. So there was just a whole section of number 12 that I did all by myself, just without any part of showing. Oh, this is a green. See, I have sunlight on it right now, so it's a lot easier to see the colors a little bit better. Oh shit. These two characters are flirting. Oh, I forgot this one had like gay characters. Shit's kind of epic. They're a little fruity. I find fruity characters in movies really hilarious. I love how she's like, why can't I read more? They're teens. Why would they want to read? It's very fitting for the characters. They're like young, about to go to college type kids. I mean, they're technically adults, yes, but they're acting like children, so. I love how quickly she's putting together the story. It really shows how easy it is to guess what's going to happen in a movie without watching it through. Okay. He's slowly closing the confines. You might notice how I like to take paint off the lid of the paint tube containers. It's because it's more liquidy. Okay. I remember watching this one movie. It was a character that acted like an angel. Everyone felt bad about sentencing him to death. Mainly because he didn't deserve it. He didn't earn the death sentence, but they did try to make the death as quick and painless as possible. As a mercy. Because he was already sentenced, they had no choice. But he definitely didn't do it. And everyone believed he didn't do it. And in the movie, it proves he didn't do anything. He was just killed because of color of skin. It's why I choose not to go outside and tan. I know because of my ethnicities, I technically can tan, and I have when I was really, really young. I can get real dark, but I would rather not because of racism existing. Whitewashing yourself to keep yourself safe is a thing. There's a reason many cultures bleached their skin and stuff. It wasn't fully because people thought it was prettier, it was also just a form of safety. People are crazy and will do horrendous things just because you look a certain way. It's all about safety. Like I've went 50 past a cop on a road that was a 35. I never got pulled over doing that. But my friend who's like 2 shades darker in foundation, she has multiple times. And now they flagged her car as aggressive female. So her being just slightly darker could be the cause, could not be. Maybe it's the kind of car she drives, but her car's not that much different than mine. There's just a little line of gray in between. No, I just don't think things through before I say them. I refuse to let myself tan too much. As soon as I did, I immediately was just like, no, 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 no. No, no, no. I don't want this. Mainly because I'm afraid of skin cancer, but still. I already had a cancer at one point. It was benign, yes, but it was on the roof of my mouth. It was a giant tumor. It's the reason I have a lisp and a massive overbite is because the tumor was pushing my teeth forward and outwards. My mom thought it was just the sucking of my thumb. No, no. It was a tumor on the roof of my mouth that was fucking with my teeth. Ooh, a little bit of a line over here. Are there parts that just don't have numbers on them? Or is that not normal? It's just meant to be 30. It was just not painted in properly. I knew there's something wrong. That's a movie called Together. That's terrifying. The water level on this cup has been decreasing rapidly. Like each day is just lower and lower by so much. I understand evaporation, but like it's going down so fast. Is it just like really dry? is a big section. The feeling of being watched. Oh my dear. They definitely are, though. I mean, it is a horror game. They are 100% watching them. That is definitely what's happening in the game. I mean, something I think about is people who have the a curse that makes them transform only at a specific time. The rest of the time they can just be a normal person. And why wouldn't they just trust their family to keep them away from attacking anyone? Do you ever just sit down and draw randomly? Because that's a normal artist thing. Is strong with these two. If there's a tiny baby pig, be afraid of the parent that might be behind it. Okay. There's just so many little nooks and crannies. The thing is, I'm using the smallest brush that the set gave me, and it's still too big because the paint is so thick. So many tiny little spots that I have to paint into. Okay. I like how one of them's like, don't play with a gun, dumbass. And she's actually the best sharpshooter out of them all. What is it with men and wanting to play with guns? Men wasting bullets of a gun that's meant for protection. We will fight you. Do, do, do. And she's given really good gun advice. Keep your finger off the trigger unless you want to shoot. Pretty accurate. Because technically the only reason you need your finger on the trigger is if you're planning to shoot it. Don't always shoot the gun. That's pretty good advice, too. Anyway, I finished this little section. Peace, love, have a good day, my fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!